Welcome to an inspiring episode of Reinventing Retirement Lifestyle for Legacy. I am your host, Maria Pontis, a coach and an author. Today, we have the privilege of hosting Pushpendra Dixit, a distinguished business leader in the world of taxation. Pushpendra K Dixit, a distinguished professional with the CA LLM and a DIIT Research Scholar specializing in Digital Economy Taxation. With over 18 years of experience in the areas like mergers and acquisition, GST and international taxation, Pushpendra wears many hats of an author, motivational speaker, and lecturer. Currently, serving as a vice president and global head of taxation at PVRINOX Limited, he brings a wealth of knowledge and insights to our discussion on tax planning, work-life balance, and having the digital economy. With this, let me introduce and welcome Pushpendra K Dixit. Welcome, Pushpendra.
Thank you very much. Good morning, friends. Hello, everyone. This
Okay.
is CA Pushpendra Dixit.
Pushpendra, I remember when it comes to tax, paying tax is like doing the laundry. Nobody really wants to do it, but avoiding it creates a bigger mess in the long run. And today, we would like to hear more from you as our guest. Would be very happy to learn from your insights on your 18 years of experience. What's the biggest change you've witnessed in the Indian tax landscape?
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me on your show. And it's really privilege and I feel honored to be part of this platform. And I use this opportunity to reach out all the people who are interested in taxation. Regardless of interest, we have to pay taxes, right? So we
Yes,
should pay heed to taxation. We should understand as
yes,
much as we can. Rightly said. So, yes, the biggest change which I have witnessed in the present scenario is transitioning of current taxation regime into digital economy. What a
yes,
phenomenal transition, and people can resonate with me. The things have changed, doing transactions have changed,
yes.
purchasing, selling, getting services, asking for consultancy, reaching out to judiciary, judges, Zoom meetings, so on and so forth. So entire paradigm change.
Okay. With all this in your background, how do you manage to balance the demanding role at PVR with your work as a motivational speaker and author?
So very intriguing and interesting question, ma'am. My take is it is like you have to live what you are practicing. Your
Yes.
taxation, your subject. In my case, it is taxation. I really relish and breathe taxation. I don't have to prepare separately or extraordinarily for any event because I just take it along, be it office, be it discussion in the professional forums, or for that matter, we are talking today. I'm speaking my mind and sharing my personal experience, professional experience to give back to the society, fraternity, and the members.
Wonderful. One more question I have. What advice would you give to aspiring tax professional or those who are interested in pursuing a career in digital economy?
Again, very great question. Be always ready to learn the new. When it comes to taxation, taxation is an area where you need to continuously hone your skills, continuously update yourself. That is regardless of this current new normal economy of new age economy. Obviously, to catch or grab the current opportunity of digital economy taxation, my suggestion to all the aspiring and budding professionals, please participate actively in this unleashing of digital economy at your best possible state, be a student or a professional or entrepreneur or for that matter an advocate. Participate in unleashing this process to understand the basics of how this digital economy works. If we understand that, obviously we'll be able to take right options, we'll able to add value on the platform, will be actively helping government to kind of come out with rules and regulations which
Wow.
befit to this digital economy.
I have the other question for the other side of our guest. For those who have worked in the tax arena and are retiring or retired, how can they use their skills today of all that they have learned, practiced? How can they use it and even monetize their skills?
That's a very great question. I mean, you are really helping both sides of the table. People, participants, all those people who are glued or who will be hearing us offline also, they must understand today we are having an exciting time. The digital economy, the digital time, where digital or the technology is at our best affordable prices and at our easy accessible. We must make most out of it. I
Yes.
will quote a simple example. Zoom meeting is not a big deal today. You can clearly, have a Zoom meeting with your friends, with your partners, with your business associates, and you really don't need to give a commercial license for that matter unless you really want to do it in a big level.
Yeah.
So technology is available at cheap rate. What all we need to do is stay agglutinated to our goal. What are we looking at? If you are really interested in learning, lot of information available across. Like-minded people can be joined. Taxation forums are there. We can learn various tools which are available on the income tax portal also to understand how income tax returns are being filed, so on and so forth. If we are interested, technology is at our foray.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
My next question is, as retirement approaches, tax planning becomes increasingly crucial to ensure that our financial security and maximum retirement savings. How do we handle that part?
I would take it differently. I'll
Okay.
take a step back and I'll say you should not be waiting till retirement. It's all about how we manage our finances. It has to start from day one. We
Okay.
got to inculcate the habit of savings right from the day one.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be doing unnecessarily profligacy or improvidence about extravagance. No fun. You should identify your goals of future and marry them with your financial requirements so that you really don't have to work hard. And I can come out with some solutions, some tailor-made options how you should invest, where you should invest. I think that will be a different discussion altogether. Nonetheless, easily said, you should reach out to a trustworthy professional who can help you guide through your financials, because as your physical or mental health is important, financial health is equally important to make sure you are in sync.
Very good. That's a very important point that you've made when it comes to health. So another question which my mentees ask me in my retirement coaching program: what are the key tax planning tips can you give us for people who are considering retirement, especially focusing on optimizing tax efficiency in terms of streams and managing taxes on savings and investments?
Sure. Basically, we are having very exciting time in terms of the political stability, in terms of the market, the way it is responding these days.
Yeah.
Look at the BSE, Sensex, etc. 75,000 mark already, crossed. So we are having a lot of things in the offing. What I want to add here is that we must first clearly identify our requirements of finances, the stream of income, if it is regular stream of income, and obviously the risk. As we age, the risk capacity also diminishes, and which is rightly so. What we need is a continuous stream of income to make sure that we look after our minimum commitments. And in that sense, mutual fund is tried and tested. Again, we can get into the specifics, but mutual fund is an area. National pension scheme, not for retired, but yes, there are, I think, equities and debt options also available, that we can discuss in a separate discussion. But yes, I think it starts from the very word planning. If you plan it, you will ask next logical question
Yes.
as to what is my risk profile, as to what frequency do I need the money, as to
Yes.
where should I put in. So there are a lot of options. And, I mean, I would say like gold bonds are available, which are having government security. There are many options. What do we need is we have to come out of the slumber. We really need to put our money to the purpose, and it should add to our returns instead of just lying here and
Yeah.
there getting no value.
Absolutely, is such lovely points you've shared, Pushpendra, and I hope that someday we will make some time for all our colleagues who are retiring or retired on a separate session to take it into more details. Now, coming back to your book, what motivated you to write a book on the taxation of digital businesses? This is something which not everybody does, but we'd like to hear that from you.
No, actually, you just touched upon very close, point and question, which is deep inside my heart. The genesis of writing a book started when I was completing my LLM in 2019.
Oh,
But yes, somewhere it was deep seated in me
yes,
because as a tax professional, I started my career way back in 2006 from Honda Motorcycles. I worked there being a manufacturing organization. I looked after taxes, and I have been into taxes all through. From Honda, then I moved to Dell, which is an IT company. From Dell, I moved into another company called Arisen Technologies, a telecommunication software company, and then Mentor Graphics, NIIT, and eventually, currently, I am working with PVRINOX. So it's been a like circle from manufacturing to ITES
yes,
to software development, and now into entertainment. So that entire disruption helped me to kind of make up my mind. This entire journey is worth sharing back with the people, with the profession, with the fraternity. As to when I started off, it was all brick and mortar, like physical economy. A non-resident, when he comes into India, as per the set principles like permanent establishment or other technical requirements, he or she, that particular company becomes liable to pay tax in India.
yeah,
Now they don't need to move. Look at the beauty of this digital economy. Nobody needs to move, but the entire world is moving. This technology has created a disruption which can only be resolved with the help of technology. That is something that intrigued me, and I thought, let me just capture my practical experience. Let me distill my experience about, and let me have my word about it to the profession, to the entrepreneurs, advocates, in very easy to understand language without getting into
oh,
technical jargons, all those things. That's what the humble attempt which I have done.
wow, wonderful. I mean, I'd love to read this book, though I'm a non-tax person, but having heard you, I would love to take a copy and read it. Okay,
Sure.
so who's your target audience for the book, and what key takeaways do you hope the readers will gain?
Sure. So, digital economy is a new normal.
Yeah.
It is Teflon coated and pandemic proof also. We've seen that during
Yes.
pandemic, it only ameliorated, it only increased. We
Yeah.
used digital mode platform extensively during those pandemic time. Anything which was on the go was technology or those platforms. So that further fortified my belief that digital economy is going to stay. It is here to stay, and it is going to grow only. So better we should tap it, better
Yes.
we should understand it and become part of this unfolding, so that next 20 years we stay relevant. We are in the world of AI, GI, and so on, deepfake, and God knows what. We must understand technology. And
Yes.
being a person from taxation domain, I'm talking about taxation, but there are equal opportunities for legal fraternity, technical fraternities. Ethical issues are equally intertwined with new digital economy. So on and so forth. So that was the reason, and my book is basically targeted to entrepreneurs, CXOs, lawyers, obviously students also. The reason I'm saying so is I kept it very simple. I just started with like how taxes come into being, how this digital economy is shaping up, what are the steps which India has taken as a unilateral measures, and how globe is responding to those unilateral measures. International level, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, what it is doing with respect to two pillar approach to bring a parity globally in terms of allocating tax rights, minimum corporate tax, irrespective of the place you operate in the globe. All those mundane tax planning, tax haven, they are going to go
Wow.
away. We have to be straightforward. We have to be paying bare minimum tax regardless of the place we operate. So we are really going to enter a very interesting time. And I think tax professionals can really resonate with me. It's really an opportunity that we can't go just unplugged.
There's an amazing opportunity that means in the area of taxation
That's right.
and those branching into this field. Okay, and another question is, as a corporate industry practitioner, how do you plan to share your expertise in the digital economy taxation through your book going forward?
So, if I understood your question, you are saying that the use of the book
Yes.
for betterment of the people, for the betterment of the readers and others,
Yeah,
is it?
yeah, yeah. And
Right.
what are the unique insights you want to provide to the audience?
Yes, so absolutely. The idea of this book was just to keep it non-technical, non-technical. Being a subject taxation, it has
Yeah,
to be little bit, technical. But I kept it less convoluted. I kept it simple read as to ignite the basic understanding of the how things, move in the digital economy. Earlier, we were calling physical economy, which is brick and mortar, we call it.
yeah.
But now it is touch and click. Just by touch and click, you can you can roam around the globe. You don't need to come out of your room, and you are controlling the global economy. Isn't it exciting?
Yes, absolutely.
And it is also taking away slumber of all sovereign nations to make sure that they intact their tax pie.
Right.
It's a borderless economy. And
Yes,
the idea behind this book and the objective of this book is that just thought provoking. They understand the subject and they contribute actively. It's a global subject.
absolutely. Yes. So, having heard this part, I've come to my last question. Drawing from your wealth of experience, what advice would you offer to individuals preparing for retirement on effectively sharing their knowledge through writing? It could be in any subject. So, what is it that you would like to advise our audience?
And that is again very important question and very close question to me because I really follow it. Being well placed into corporate, I hardly have any motivation to do midnight oil burning, to do slog overs, etc. I can
Um,
spend leisure time with my family, moving out on weekends, don't burn midnight oil. But I did not choose that. I choose the next, the alpha life, right? The other path of it.
yeah,
Because it is need of the hour. We are educated, we are qualified people. If we don't do it, then who else will be doing?
true.
If we are literate, we stop reading and writing, then imagine how AI will come into being. If HI, which is human intelligence, is going ineffective, then artificial intelligence has to kick in and take up
Yes,
the job. People often talk to me and they're concerned that whether AI will take away the jobs, whether will we be staying relevant in the AI generation, specifically the Gen I. I say, boss, you have to hone your skills. You don't let AI take away your slice, and let AI be a good servant, not a bad
yes,
master.
absolutely.
ये अटल जी mentioned long back in Mount Abu
Huh.
that this fire can be used for any purpose. It can cook a meal, but it can burn the countries. It is up to the leaders, mentors, coaches, gurus. They got to pave the right way to the people that
Yes,
how to make best use of the fire. So that's the thing which motivated me to write a book. And I would say there are two things which are very important in our life. One should always attempt to do. If they do, it is very good. A, write a book if you can, because it is your solo version. It is unique. It is not copyable with anybody others, because if you are doing it sincerely. A. B, always indulge yourself into research of the topic which you are working on. It will help ignite new ways of looking at the same thing. I'm also pursuing a research work, PhD into GST. because I believe reading something time and again and resonating with what we are doing in practical life really brings up a new aspect of it, and gives us a kick every day we go to job.
Yes,
Otherwise, there is nothing in this mundane life.
absolutely. I would like you to show our audience your book, Pushpendra, because wouldn't be completing the
Oh,
session.
absolutely,
Do you
absolutely.
have a copy of your book there?
Yes, luckily I got one yesterday evening,
Oh,
and
wow. Congratulations.
thank you very much. And it took me 1.5 year to see the light of the day with this book. I'm really very excited and nervous at the same time. But here we go.
Wow, wow. Awesome.
Here we go.
Congrats to you from all our audience as well. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much. And friends, with this, I think you would have gained a lot of information of what Pushpendra has shared today with some of the questions that we've asked him. For more details, you can definitely get in touch with him directly. And I would like to say and touch one point which Pushpendra mentioned is AI is here not to take our jobs away, so there should be no fear. We need to collaborate with AI and bring the best out of what's good in AI and what's good in us. Is that fine?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, with this, thank you so much, Pushpendra, for spending this lovely time for our audience and looking forward to more associations with you. Thank you.
Absolutely. It was fun and it was learning. I really enjoyed talking to you. It was really fun.
Thank you.
Thank you
God
very
bless.
much.
Yeah.
Namaste.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.